Oh, you give me a red nose now. Okay, I first entered the mental landscape of Charles Causley under the trajectory of the war poems. So this is possibly my most Causley type poem. It's called Grandfather Gordon. Grandfather Gordon, always scratching his wooden leg, insists it itches. Always a different explanation how he lost the leg. Enough to fill a book. Grandfather Gordon, scratching the air where his leg should be. Grandfather Gordon's wooden leg, now a Tommy gun, a sword, a unicorn's horn. Give me leg back, you daft wee buggers, pleading for his leg back. Grandfather Gordon's gone, his wooden leg lives on, dusty in a corner. Thank you. Your book called The Fox, the Whale and the Wardrobe. So I suppose I should read the title poem. I was 9 and my sister got killed in a useless bus accident. Bus stopped, left somebody off, and a drunk driver crashed into the back of it. I'd lived all my life up till then in glorious Technicolor, and it was the opposite of Wizard of Oz. I was in black and white. And I used to try to get away. I couldn't bear myself. I couldn't bear to be in this world. And like Jared Manley Hopkins when he was young, I used to cry, climb to the top of the highest tree, throw myself off. Nothing worked at all. I went out to the railway line. I put my head on the line. I waited for a passing train to come along. It was a lovely summer's day. Somebody went by with a transistor going, "Life's grand, life's great." Oh yeah. And I was there for half an hour, no train. And I got up because it started to rain. And when I walked away, a train came. So never commit suicide by train timetable. It doesn't work. So grief also made me invisible. And I used to live in bay windows, and I used to hide in my auntie's wardrobe and just surround myself with the darkness. So this is called The Fox, the Whale and the Wardrobe. I hide from this world. I hide from your death. Hide in my auntie's wardrobe. Gather the darkness about me. Dissolve into the nothingness I have become. No one knows where I am. No one knows who I am. Not even me. My auntie's fox those beady eyes alive with death. Oh, little boy, you join us in this dark. My auntie's whalebone corset smelling evilly of pink plastic. Its white bone escaping, poking me in the ribs. Welcome me to the land of the dead. Whale and fox show me their dreams, the seas and forests of their lives lived in the long ago. My sister's death haunts me all through the ages I have become. Here now in Porto, high above the Douro, I finally write out the sorrow of my life. I still hiding in a wardrobe in deepest, darkest Cork, or up above in the tallest tree I can find. The land like a map spread out before me. The fox and the whale join me in my darkness, more frightening than theirs. The seconds fading into nothingness, the moments rusted into place. Now somewhere in the future I could never have imagined, I return to the ruined cottage, trees piercing the roof's heart, invading the room of where I'd been, the old wardrobe still holding the clothes of the dead, auntie's Sunday best, uncle's smartest suit, rotten now, eaten by time. Oh, little boy, you've come back. The foxstole whispers in my ear, one eye missing, the corset nothing but a bone. And I cry for the death of summer, I cry for the death of them all. The fox and the whale join them in this darkness they could have never envisaged. The little boy could never have imagined the man I have become. I come to comfort the 9-year-old I was, this 67-year-old self trying to make amends for all the pain he had to endure, crying to a heaven not willing to listen to him. His tears, my tears, I gather the darkness about me. Thank you. It's called The Map of Who We Are. When my little one was little one, I didn't write poetry, so the moments like this just wash up like shells on the shores of consciousness, and it just comes swirling back. Map of who we are. All day long, our heads stuck in an atlas. I want to be Argentina when I grow up. After dinner, she changes her mind. Is it okay to be France? At bedtime, she is tired of being land. I'm going to be the whole Pacific Ocean. Against the vastness of this, my child, I feel like a tiny, tiny island. I fall asleep by this little girl, or dreams of the man. And this is called Shh. It's about meeting this one. And I thought, does she like me? Does she like me? You know, and I was trying to hide the fact. So, like a tree hiding in a forest, like a leaf hiding on a tree, like a river hiding in an ocean, like a wave hiding in a sea. I see you see through me and my carefully camouflaged love. And this is called Ball Goes AWOL. I was wondering why I sent out time and it came back with this memory in its mouth, and I thought, goodbye, goodbye. And I thought, what have you got for me? Something important about my sister? No, not a bit of it. It was this insignificant moment of me playing handball against the wall of my uncle's whitewashed cottage in 1963, and Sam the dog trying to join in. And that was it. They said, that's it. And I was wondering why. But the important things about it is that the ball, the wall, Sam the dog, me, the birds, the sky, were all fused into one. And I couldn't separate it. And I was just totally at one with the universe. So that's the importance. Ball goes AWOL. The ball is laughing. It is having a great time being thrown against the wall. Whee! Screams its trajectory. Parabola, 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 hollers the ball. I throw it towards the wall and the wall throws it back at me. Ball and I having a fine old time. Again, again, shout both ball and wall. It is a fine thing for a summer day to contain. Human, ball and wall, all enjoying the moment intensely. Memory will warp the reality and morph it into the movie, continually replaying as if all happiness exists in this little snippet of time and space. Sam the collie leaps through the air and with perfect timing catches the ball in his mouth. Ah! Ah! Screams the ball. Damn! Damn! Shouts the wall. Hey! I holler. Hey! But Sam is gone, smiling all over himself. Where he drops the ball, I never get to know. The ball has gone AWOL for well nigh over 50 years now. The wall is no longer standing. Sam is now only a black and white photo. Only I and the moment keep happening in the attic of my head. Thank you.